Most first-round wide receivers, the scouts saw them coming from a mile away. 5-star prospects, top 100 recruits, the kind of guys who have been projected first-rounders since they were 16 years old. But every once in a while, prospect slips through the cracks. In the last 10 years, only 3 wide receivers ranked outside the top 200 at the position have been drafted round 1 of the NFL draft. Justin Jefferson, the 308th ranked wide receiver in his class, picked 22nd overall in 2020. Corey Davis, a 2-star prospect who went 5th overall back in 2017, and Josh Doxson, who was unranked. He went 22nd overall in 2016. That's it. 3 players in a decade. Jordyn Tyson was the 215th ranked wide receiver in his class, a 3-star out of Texas, ranked 1,285th nationally. And now, he's got a chance to become the highest drafted Arizona State Sun Devil since Terrell Suggs went 10th overall back in 2003. Let's break down why this underrated recruit out of Texas is one of the premier wide receivers in this year's draft class. Athletics runs in the Tyson family. His dad played football at Florida A&M. His brother, Jordyn Tyson, he played basketball at Cal and was the 20th overall pick by the Cleveland Cavaliers in the 2024 NBA draft. Jordyn was always going to be a professional athlete. It was just a matter of which sport. Tyson played at 3 different high schools in Texas, John Paul II, a private school, Independence High in Frisco, and then he finished at Allen High School, one of the most prestigious 6A programs in the entire state. His senior year at Allen, 80 catches, 1,500 yards, and 12 touchdowns. He helped the team to an 11-3 record and a top 8 ranking in the state. 8 100-yard games, and on top of it all, he played basketball too. Despite all that production, Jordyn Tyson was only a 3-star recruit. The scouts absolutely missed on him. Tyson committed to Colorado as a 3-star and immediately proved he belonged. As a true freshman in 2022, he caught 22 passes for a team-leading 470 yards and 5 touchdowns in only 9 games. His 21.3 yards per catch was 4th in the entire country. He became the first Colorado true freshman ever to catch a touchdown in the season opener. And then there was the Arizona State game. 115 yards receiving and a touchdown, plus 131 punt return yards and another score, 246 total yards. He became the first Colorado player in program history to go for 100-plus receiving and 100-plus punt return yards in the same game, against his future school, no less. But then came the devastating injury. November 2022 against Oregon. Torn ACL, torn MCL, torn PCL. A triple crown injury that would have ended the careers of many. He missed almost the entire 2023 season recovering. When Tyson came back, he chose Arizona State, a new start, a chance to prove the injury didn't take anything away. His 2024 season was a comeback story. 75 catches, 1,100 yards, 10 touchdowns, Big 12 Offensive Newcomer of the Year, 5 100-yard gains, including 12 catches, 176 yards, and 2 touchdowns at Kansas State. Those 10 touchdowns, most by a Sun Devil since Jalen Strong in 2014. He did miss the Big 12 championship game and the Peach Bowl with a fractured collarbone, but he proved it. The knee injury didn't break him. He was still that dude. In 2025, Tyson put up 61 receptions for 711 yards and 8 touchdowns in only 9 games, while dealing with nagging hamstring issues all season. Combined over his 2 seasons at Arizona State, 136 catches, 1,812 yards, and 18 touchdowns. Now let's talk about the numbers that matter for the next level. His yards per route run against man coverage, 3.44. That is elite. 90th percentile or better. And here's why that matters. This is the most translatable stat to the NFL because it proves he can win one-on-one without scheme help. His target share, 31.2%, which puts him in the 98th percentile in this class. Quarterbacks trust him. His drop rate, 1.6%. If it's catchable, he's bringing it in. His PFF deep grade was 95.8. His intermediate grade, 93.8. He wins at every level of the field. And here's one that'll stick with you. Jordyn Tyson has 10 career fourth-quarter touchdowns. That's 2 more than any other active FBS player. When the game is on the line, Jordyn Tyson shows up. When you turn on the tape, silky smooth is the only way to describe it. This is a receiver who wins with finesse, not force. His releases are diverse. Speed releases, hesitation moves, body fakes. He creates separation right at the line of scrimmage. He wins through deception, not just raw athleticism. His route running is NFL ready. Posts that look like corner routes, digs that start off as curls. He doesn't telegraph anything. Defensive backs have to honor everything because he can break in any direction at any moment. Against man coverage, he destroys it. At 3.44 yards per route run versus man shows up every snap. He manipulates defenders at the stem, stacks corners on vertical routes, and finishes. Under Arizona State wide receiver coach and Steelers legend Hines Ward, Tyson became one of the best blocking wide receivers in the country. No block, no rock is the mantra, and Tyson bought into it. He's fifth amongst all FBS wide receivers in run blocking snaps. NFL teams will notice that. Now, let me keep it real about the concerns. Press coverage is an issue. At about 200 pounds, he doesn't have the mass for leverage battles. When physical corners get hands on him, his timing routes can get squeezed. His play success rate against press sits in the 15th percentile. That's going to get tested at the next level. Yards after the catch, that ain't his game either. Anywhere between 4.3 and 5.1 yards after the catch per reception puts him in the 35th percentile. He's only forced 13 missed tackles across his entire career. He's not turning the 5-yard slant into the 60-yard touchdown. He catches it, secures it, and then he goes down. His contested catch rate of 43.8% tells you he can get bodied at the catch point. He wins clean. When it's dirty, it gets a little more difficult for Tyson. And the injury history is real. It's longer than a CVS receipt. ACL, MCL, PCL, collarbone, hamstring issues. Teams will have to do their homework to make sure the medicals are clear. The comp that keeps coming to mind from a playstyle standpoint is New Orleans Saints Pro Bowler Chris Olave. Both are route technicians who win with precision over physicality. Both have elite man coverage success rates. Both have lean frames with similar yak limitations. Both prioritize the catch and secure approach to avoid heavy contact. Olave has carved out a productive NFL career because his route running was ready from day one. Tyson's is too. There are 3 premier wide receivers in this draft class. Jordyn Tyson is right there at the top. If someone tells you he's the one, you can't argue it. He isn't a physical specimen that's going to run through you. He isn't the guy that spent 5 years as a 5-star darling. He's the kid that played at Allen High, who was told he wasn't big enough or fast enough to be elite. He's a player who had his knee reconstructed and spent 18 months in the dark just to get back to the light. He wins with craft. He wins with timing. He wins with an obsession for the technical side of the game that most receivers never reach. The scouts missed on Jordyn Tyson coming out of high school. Don't make the same mistake twice. This isn't just a comeback story. This is Jordyn Tyson's first-round reality. Jordyn Tyson, remember the name. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for more NFL draft prospect profiles. Let me know in the comments which prospect you want me to cover next, and check out the written description. Link is in the video.